talked about with Taillon, the improvements that he's made and the changes that he's made. Basically, the marking point was when the team came back from London. That one lifted in the air left field. And Ian Happ is there to make the catch. And the thing that he did was he went and solicited the services of a mental skills coach, a guy by the name of Cain. And Taylor's documented he has started journaling, and he does it with a purpose. He gets to the ballpark, still in his street clothes. He will start to journal. He'll put down his intentions. He'll put down some affirmations and then a few other notes, and then put the book away and change into his Cub gear. And that's sort of the transition of now I'm going to go execute what I just wrote in the book. And then as well, he's been listening to the mental ABCs of pitching a couple times a week on an audio book. And yeah, this some of the pictures Taylor got from the things that he tries to do each and every day at the ballpark. And you see that number 2 key, act as if. That has been a big thing for him. He was hard on himself at times when it wasn't going right. And he said, you know, I put my head down. And so one of the things I have to remind myself is that even when the results aren't what I want, but the process is good, I got to stick my chest out, put my head up, and act as if things are going right. Well, they're going right there as he gets the strikeout from McNeil, and there's 2 away. T-Mac?
And I think when I was talking to JMO about a lot of the things you just mentioned, what stood out to me is how intentional every single piece of that journal is. And you know, you read number 2 there, act as if, and it seems simple, okay, act as if, but there's real intention about what he means there and the way that it impacts his day-to-day routine and his day-to-day when it comes to competing on a major league field.
Yeah, there's an element of act as if that's kind of fake it till you make it, or is at least in that same family, and it certainly underlines the approach and what you're trying to give off to your teammates even when the results aren't great. The other thing that he does in that journal, and I found this interesting, Joe, is he'll look at video and he will assess a percentage by pitch of how frequently he executes his process or each pitch correctly. And then it's interesting to see 8 shutout against the Yankees, and he felt like his process and his execution rate was the same as another start where maybe he gave up 4 runs.
Yeah, and sometimes you run into bad luck. Sometimes it's just a better matchup against certain clubs. But I think for a lot of players, their work has to be really intentional. Yeah. Like, what am I going to get out of today? Because the routine gives you confidence. Other players, they don't have to have it. They can be kind of free and easy and things roll off their back, and it's just they do what they feel like. But a lot of players, and I was one of them, had to be real intentional in what I did every day because it made me feel confident when I took the field.
The 1-2 is outside. Yeah, Cain is the guy he works with, and coincidentally enough, he actually worked at Jameson Taillon's high school, the Woodlands in Texas.